So now let's move into the defense, which is the other half of our new identity as a team. Run the ball, play good defense. I can't even honestly say to you with a straight face that I would have ever believed anytime at any point in this season our defense would have been good. I just
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, it was questionable there for a long stretch of this season.
I don't even know how
Yeah.
they're playing good now, if I'm being honest. The talent level hasn't changed.
Well, if I'm being completely candid, the talent level hasn't changed, yes, but I do feel like they're starting to get more comfortable with each other. Because remember, and that this is not an excuse. I'm not saying this to try to justify, because look, at the beginning of the season, they were playing like dog shit. However, 53% of this roster turned over in the offseason.
Yeah.
We got exceptionally younger at a lot of positions and had very late additions in the cornerback room. So I in a way, I understood that we sucked in the beginning because none of them knew each other. None of them, there was none of that like nonverbal communication where, oh, I know that this player is going to be here, so I'm definitely going here. It was a lot of trying to communicate and trying to learn on the fly. And you can see what happens when they're sticking to it. They're still bought in. They're bought into Weaver and everything that Weaver is doing as a defensive coach. And I'll tell you what, we're reaping the rewards now because this is when we want to peak. Now,
I didn't know the defense.
Right, exactly.
I mean, our final gotcha from Chris Greer was signing 2 veteran corners right after the preseason ended, giving them absolutely no time to. I mean, really, did you need to keep those guys who you knew were going to cut from the 90-man roster and not sign these guys? Like,
I mean, yes, he did.
Apparently
he did. Yes.
Apparently he did. Practice. I love it.
We're talking about practice.
Listen, the defense. It was their cleanest performance all year. They made every play that they needed to make. When Brady Cook starts driving it down the field, and I'm going, oh God, here we go. Right here we go. We're gonna make another person famous. Yeah. And then Rasul Douglas gets an interception. All right. Later on in the game, Brady Cook is like, I got nothing to lose. We've already lost this game. I'm going to sling it. Ethan freaking Bonner. From the sky.
One hands it.
Insane. For the interception. 2 interceptions in the end zone. It was 2 of 3 interceptions on the day.
Yep.
Absolutely incredible performance by the defense.
I mean, shit, look at the stats, man. Miami allowed only 3 points on offensive drives from the Jets.
That's right. Our touchdown allowed was the special teams.
3 points. We held New York under 230 total yards. Total. Yep. Now, for everything they are not, they still have a very good running back in Breece Hall. Right?
They do.
I mean, for all the shit he gets, he's a very decent running back. Jets quarterback combined for total under 60% completion.
Crazy. And sorry, I got distracted for a second because I think I mentioned this point a couple shows ago, and it's just getting more and more true, and I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I genuinely put it to the fact that our interior defensive line is starting to gel, and our young rookie defensive tackles in Grant and Phillips are starting to understand how to play the position, which is freeing up one-on-one situations for our pass rushers. But yeah, no, you have been on the top of this mountain. Where is Chop Robinson? Weaver, what are you doing?
This move to me, because we've heard it before. If you've been an NFL fan for any decent amount of time, you have heard that GMs will trade away players to force coaches to play the younger guy. I fully expect that they traded away Jalen Phillips, not only because they thought they had some value there, but because they wanted Weaver to play Chop. And he wasn't playing Chop. Chop had like a 15% snap percentage. 13% snap percentage before we traded away Jalen Phillips. That's absurd.
It's criminal is what it was.
First round pick.
Yeah.
Like recent first round pick who doesn't have an injury history like this guy.
Yeah, who's ironically enough wishing him the best and a quick recovery, is in concussion protocol. Yeah, but I mean, getting back to the defense, man, the Jets' drives ended in 6 punts and 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
all game. That's what our defense is doing, and we have multiple takeaways in multiple games going on. Was it 3 or 4 games in a row now? I think where we have multiple takeovers or takeaways. Sorry.
Yeah, I think going into this game, we had 7 interceptions over the winning streak, over the 3-game winning streak.
Now we have 10.
Now we have 10.
Look at that math.
Yeah.
Yes. Nailed it.
Did it. This is a good point because I do feel like Rodgers has had our number in recent
Yeah.
days, recent games. He is incredibly good against sending extra pressure. So I'm hoping that Weaver just doesn't send extra pressure.
Yeah,
Um,
if the pass rush is going to get there, it needs to get there organically.
right.
Don't send, which is tough because I think the number 2 or the number 3 highest blitzing team in the league.
Crazy.
So
I do want to ask you one thing before we move to
yeah,
takeaway number 3. Is the defense real, or is it chalked up to who we've been facing?
oh fuck, that's tough, dude. I'm leaning more towards it being real
Mm-hmm.
because I do believe in players needing time to adjust to the scheme, to how everyone around them is playing, that nonverbal communication, that those eye looks,
Yeah.
from the safety to the cornerback to know who's passing off who's taking who in deep and who's dropping into coverage and all of the little nuances and everything. And earlier on, it was reported that Sealer's very good at digesting plays pre-snap, but what he wasn't able to do it because he was coaching the rookies next to him.
Mm.
And that was very well reported and widely reported by him himself.
By the way, 2.5 sacks for Sealer in this game.
Yeah, exactly. And
Just
so I
saying.
think with all of those little pieces falling into place, we're starting to see a defense where it's not a top defense,
Mm-hmm.
as a overall the season, but in the stretch, we're a top 5 defense. And I think that's not a fluke. I mean, 1 game, sure. 2 games, maybe we hit, maybe, the competition is down. But you start stringing some things together 4 or 5 games in a row. Where there's smoke, there's fire, not to be repetitive. Now, I do think that our schedule has helped in a lot of ways. And we're going to see what kind of defense we are down the stretch. We have 4 winnable games, but games that are going to be very difficult to win.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of who's going to step up because we know what the offense is going to do. We just need the defense to do their job as well.
I'm starting to lean that way myself because,
Yeah.
I mean, we've won 5 of the last 6 games, including a dominant performance against Buffalo. We got absolutely walloped by a Ravens team, which suddenly looks anemic as hell. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, I think if the Bills game wasn't in there, I wouldn't agree. I'd be like, nah. Like, who have we beat, right? Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, Tyler Shuck, and Brady Cook. Which, again, that's not impressive. But Josh Allen's in that mix.
Yeah.
We held the Bills to 13 points.
Definitely raised the average.
Right. I mean, if you hold the Bills to 13 points, that's impressive no matter which way you flip it.
Yeah.
At least this is the modern day Bills. So
yeah, and not for nothing. Like, I do believe there's something to, you can only play who's on your schedule. We can't control what quarterbacks are
I
in there.
agree.
So I mean,
we're in the analysis game here. So
no, of course. But I do think that look, we did our job. There's a reason our defense is playing so well. It's not just because of our talent. It's because of the lack of talent that we're playing. But hey, we're still fucking winning.
Hey, I'm not being negative, Crows. I'm just asking a question. That's all. What do you guys think? Do you think the defense is for real or is it fake?
Yeah, I'd be really curious to hear what you guys think.
Think about the quarterbacks we faced. We faced Kirk Cousins. Then we lost to Lamar. Then we beat Josh Allen. Then we beat Marcus Mariota. We beat Tyler Shuck, and we beat Brady Cook. Do you think the defense is real, or do you think it's a matter of who we've played?
Yeah.
And they just got up for the Bills game. Nope. No. What do you call it? Criticism.
Shade. Yeah.
No shade.
Yeah.
It's a simple.
It's a very good question.
Or is it fake?
Because it is it's a great question, and not because I'm a co-host of the show, but I mean, genuinely, like it if you look at the teams we played, there's a lot to be apprehensive about. Yeah. However, then you look at the stats and you're like, oh, hey, we're legit. Like, we're not a top 3 or 4 defense, but we are squarely in the top 6, top 7 in the league. And we're a top 5 over this winning streak. Yeah. And I think, where there's smoke, there's fire. And our players are seemingly every single game. They're doing something better that they struggled at early in the season. And it's very positive to see. I'm very excited to see this defense put it together because what did we say preseason? Dude, this defensive front 7 is going to be top 3 in the league. The cornerbacks are terrifying, but our safeties are really good.
But yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I think we're starting to finally see what what we thought they were going to be and what this defense can be if we can just fix the cornerback room. And that is no shade to Rasul Douglas or Jones, but they're the best in a shitty cornerback room. They'd be a number 3 cornerback on the team that had any competent cornerbacks. And I think if we can fix that and we can keep a lot of the pieces around, this defense can be good for years.
You imagine if we didn't trade for Minka?
Oh, that's a whole different story.
We're not going to get into that.
Totally
but I
different
would say we're going to find out if we're real or not over the next 4 games. That's why I think now is the time to kind of put your name on whichever pedestal you want. Because over the next 4 games, we face Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, and potentially Drake May.
Probably not, though.
Probably not.
No.
But the Patriots are a division rival, and their backups will give us a run.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
So, interesting question. I just wanted to throw that out there. Let's see what the chat has anything to say about it. Gator's a fan of Fitzpatrick taking more of a leadership role. Me too. I think he's really starting to get more comfortable on the team. It was a dominating win. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking. I got the scores right here, 30-13. That's the most impressive win of the season for me so far.
Yeah.
First time in a month that the Fins face a starting quarterback. I mean, technically, yes. Yes. So D-Dubs thinks that they're growing. They're not the Texans. No, nobody's the Texans defense.
Jesus, their defense is
nowhere,
so fucking
dude. We're not the game 1 Fins either. What, Gator, copping out. We'll find out for sure Monday. You are not wrong. You're not wrong. This is the game. We talked about it last week, right, at a preview show, because we talked about if the Jets game was a make or break game, and I said no, the Steelers is, and I can't wait to preview the Steelers game. I really can't.
Yeah, I'm very excited to hear some of your thoughts on some of the things we're going to talk about.
Yeah. All right. Defense has come a long ways. They've improved, but this 4 game, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. 4 games, dude. We have 4 games left to keep that streak going. Imagine we win 9 straight. Imagine it. Put yourself in there.